care about the result of their lies, not actually lying. Yeah, like they don't actually. I think it's because people don't actually take the time to understand why it's wrong. I think people only care about the consequences, so people think that they can get away with it, but it actually takes effort to think through and realize why it's wrong in the first place, because there is something inherently good about the truth. I feel like the people who fabricate evidence don't actually think there's something inherently good about the truth. They only pretend they do. But like, in order to show that you actually care about the truth, you yourself have to be true to yourself first. This is Internet Anarchist. Okay, I'll give some introduction. But honestly, like, Internet Anarchist is probably already gonna give some introduction. And Internet Anarchist is just basically a video essayist, whatever, okay, who watches Chud Logic. That's all you need to know.
Although I was legally within.
That's explanation. Let me speak.
You talk to shit videos.
Or maybe it's blaming all his behavior on a mental illness he wasn't even diagnosed with. In Bowblax's case, these transgressions were only the symptoms of a warped mindset that drove him to repeatedly take advantage of the community around him, all while playing the victim. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be examining the poetic downfall of the commentary creator turned lolcow, Bowblax.
Wow.
Bowblax saw this as a sign to double down on drama.
I'm not gonna lie, like, what exactly has Bowblax done that was so, like, reprehensible? Like, I'm a little confused, because I have seen a lot of people make fun of his OnlyFans where he's like fucking AGP, right? But like, is that it? Is it just that, like, he has fucking AGP OnlyFans? Mostly just for being cringe? Well, that's not a crime, is it? Damn.
Content. After all, people
You
were
ever watch
meaningfully
him?
engaging
A
with his
little bit,
content,
like a
and it was a
tiny,
fresh
tiny bit.
departure from his previous gaming videos.
Not much
With
at
every
all.
upload, Bowblax steadily built up a small audience that wanted to hear about deleted or hard to find information about controversial figures. Even though Bowblax boldly admitted to lying to his viewers and fellow creators, only to immediately deny it afterwards.
So why did you edit DMs to try to make things look like someone was coming at you and attacking your channel, when the reality was you were committing something that you are the one doing the wrong thing? You're the one stealing.
The original DM was pretty. It didn't even matter what the.
I wonder what makes people do things like this. Like, I wonder what makes people do things like fabricate. Like, does it not, like, haunt their fucking conscience to do stupid shit like editing DMs or fabricating evidence and stuff like that? Like, like, doesn't, like, it's clearly an evil act, right? Like, fabricating DMs is very clearly an evil act, like, by definition, right? Like, there's not really any way to, like, go around it. Like, I try not to classify things as evil, but, like, like, faking DMs is 100% an evil act, right? Like, why would you ever do this? It's like, it has to be insecurity, right? It has to be insecurity. Maybe you're tripping on power somehow, or, you know, you're fucking, like, you're tweaking out, you know what I mean? You're like fucking tweaking out. You're like, fuck, oh, I have to keep on getting on this fucking adrenaline high. Oh, fuck, it feels so good, you know? The other guy reminds me of Rebel Kitten House. I don't know. Only care about the result of their lies, not actually lying. Yeah, like, they don't actually. I think it's because people don't actually take the time to understand why it's wrong. I think people only care about the consequences, so people think that they can get away with it, but it actually takes effort to think through and realize why it's wrong in the first place, because there is something inherently good about the truth. I feel like the people who fabricate evidence don't actually think there's something inherently good about the truth. They only pretend they do. But, like, in order to show that you actually care about the truth, you yourself have to be true to yourself first.
The original DM was.
No, it did matter what the original DM was.
I literally just said something like, okay, which.
The debate only got more heated when Tonka Saw confronted Bowblax with evidence he couldn't deny.
You tried to negotiate, and then you lied.
I didn't try to negotiate. I was copy pasting your message because I didn't take.
No, you didn't put it on. No, you put it on Twitter. No, Bowblax. I know you don't care because
It's inherently malicious. Yeah, sure, yes, true. But like at the same time, I just wish more people were taught why the truth is important in the first place, rather than making people fear the consequences of being found out. Because now you have motherfuckers just faking evidence, right? Like people should. I feel like as a society, as like internet culture or whatever, people have just kind of fucking forgotten why the truth was important in the first place, right? Like we're super out of touch on that, because with all the times that like the commentary community calls out people for not like telling the truth, when they can get away with it, they have gotten away with it, right? They have gotten away with lying, they have gotten away with things like sweeping, right? Like, why is the truth important? The truth is important because without the truth we have nothing. That's why. Is when everything is, is then are you comfortable living only in lies as long as it makes you feel good, but then you don't actually get the, get the correct way to fix issues, right? Like, these are the reasons why the truth is good, is because you can actually find a good solution.
you're caught lying again. You're a piece of shit.
You're a
scumbag.
Stream and we argued, and you deleted it like a little. And
I didn't.
My channel.
No, it's not deleted. It's still up right now.
I play roguelike games on
still up
Steam.
right now. And you've been told multiple times that you are not allowed to take my content. Bowblax, you're not allowed to take people's content.
Answer yes or no. Is your stream?
Bowblax, you're not allowed to take my content.
Eventually, Bowblax gave up on presenting reasonable arguments and devolved the discussion to a shouting match.
It's that you will steal, and you're like, well, if I can get away with it, it's fine. But you want to try to go out here and make a name for yourself by trying to go at people for stealing. I'm glad that you said you stole. I'm glad that you've admitted that you stole now. I'm glad you did that.
I stole, Dogaboo! Now you know. Now can you answer my question? Jesus,
I'm not interested in the questions of the thief.
The most disturbing part of this interaction wasn't Bowblax's admission to stealing content or maliciously doctoring messages he shared publicly. It was how he quickly resorted to shouting and irrational behavior when backed into a corner, something that would become a running theme in Bowblax's career going forwards. For now, the content theft allegations from Tonka were largely discredited by Nicholas Diorio, which allowed Bowblax to come out of the situation unscathed.
I think what people are addicted to, so every content creator is eventually gonna get theirs, okay? But every single content creator goes through a moment where the entire internet feels like they're on their side, right? Where they will feel as though, oh shit, the entire commentary community is on my side, they're backing me up, they worship me, they value what I'm saying, right? But they will chase after that high no matter what, even if it means fabricating evidence, even if it means lying, if it means doing all these things. Some people are addicted to the feeling, but not of what causes that feeling, right? Because what should lead up to that feeling is the truth, right? Revealing the truth, putting the effort in to actually reveal the truth, right? That is what actually matters. And then if the internet is on your side for that, then you deserve it, right? But the thing is that people are so addicted to the feeling of being correct to the point where you're not willing to put in the effort, or you're willing to actively be malicious in order to lie, to chase that feeling of the entire internet worshiping you, right? And like the fucking validation issues, almost every single content creator on the internet has validation issues, okay? Like, I would argue like almost every content creator. But like the thing is everybody has varying degrees. Everybody has varying degrees of this, and not everybody has the same level, and some people are much more willing to act on these feelings because they have impulse control, right? It doesn't even necessarily mean somebody is more insecure or not, whatever, right? Somebody who's less insecure could have really bad impulse issues, so they're more impulsive to do these kinds of things. But then somebody who has this as a higher insecurity could have better self-control because they're less impulsive. But it really depends. Like this is the part where people are kind of missing out on, right? Is because people don't like talking about the feelings that go into why people do content creation because it automatically applies to themselves, right? It automatically, because this is why content creators don't want to talk about it, because it's like, oh shit, this applies to me too, you know?
He re-uploads Buffy, he re-uploads
videos that are
Alert.
taken down. That's called an archive, dumbass.
However, Bowblax's positive public perception wouldn't last long, as he was about to be called out as a hypocrite yet again. In late 2020, an archive of Bowblax singing an edgy Black Lives Matter song in 2016 was it didn't escalate things any further, nor cause any lasting damage to his reputation. Granted, it was a foolish way to respond to genuine criticism, but at the end of the day, the argument occurred among friends.
Dude, it feels like he got away with so much, didn't he? Like, I feel like any one of these would have gotten him A-log today. You do have actually deep left commentary channels. They get canceled for one thing or another. Yeah, sure. Wait, Destiny is not deep left. I don't, like, I think he's like, well, actually, no, he's pretty far left if you, like, exclude the fucking crazy lefties.
In addition, Bowblax had removed the copyright strikes, so everyone was willing to look past it and give him a second chance. This gradually led to the "let me speak" line becoming less of a stain on Bowblax's reputation, and more of a funny moment everyone could laugh about.
Also,
But if you're the killer, you would say you wouldn't have seen me there, Bowblax.
I would
you
also
jumped through a vent.
let me speak.
Okay, hang on, dude. That feels my vote.
I hope you take care of yourself, man.
I am.
From the sounds of things are pretty rough right now.
Oh, I remember this. So, like, Lyrics was actually being a bro in this call, right? And Bowblax was trying to use this as a way to kind of own Lyrics. I think, obviously, you know, he's kind of delusional at this moment because he's, like, crashing out, right? But, like, Lyrics was actually being a good person in this call. And I have no feelings on Lyrics, okay? Like, I have mixed feelings about him, positive and negative in the past, whatever, right? But, like, like, anybody who's listening to the call can literally say, like, bro, Lyrics was actually being a bro. He was like, take care of yourself, man. Hope you're doing well, man. And just kind of just being, like, you know, reconciliatory more than anything else. It's like going like, yeah, you know what? Just let me know if you're in any trouble. I'm always here for you, dude. Yeah. Don't forget Anniversary Star Rail. I'm not really playing Star Rail right now.
But
Sorry.
I want to see Bowblax thrive and succeed and win.
Yeah, there you go.
You know?
Yes, this is what I'm talking about.
All right.
For some reason, Bowblax thought this was sufficient ammunition to slander Lyrics, and despite everyone advising him against
it just makes Lyrics look good.
he uploaded the bully stream anyway.
Hey everyone, Mayo Monkey here, and I wanted to take a moment to respond to the situation that happened on Twitter a few days ago, and kind of give my thoughts on the matter. In the past, when situations have gone on involving me, I've just kind of taken it laying down and allowed people to come to their own conclusions or whatever, and I've decided I'm not going to do that this time. Recently, I got into a back and forth with the Rex that has caused a lot of confusion and disappointment to what people have seen me doing, going as far as to call me the next tipster. So let me explain why I was going to leak this call in this stream, and why I think Lyrics is worth bullying.
A few hours after the live stream aired, Bowblax seemingly realized the error of his ways and took it down. In a bid to mitigate the overwhelming backlash, Bowblax made a public apology to Lyrics and acknowledged his unprovoked betrayal. Unfortunately, the damage was already done, and from what Nicholas revealed on his stream, Bowblax seems to have a history of maliciously backstabbing his friends.
But, like, the big thing for me, and Josh won't deny this because he knows I can prove it, is Josh was telling me privately he was hoping that King of Nothing would backstab him. You know, his good friend that he's probably crying to right now in Discord? Okay, he was hoping that his friend would backstab him so he could farm him on stream for money. So, all right, it's not just like, oh, wow, you're not going against current narrative.
If you're a commentary YouTuber, I don't think you can have friends in the commentary community. I feel like they're always trying to oust each other for some shit. Yep, pretty much. It's all gay ops. It's like the Buzz Lightyear meme. It's like, it's all gay ops. Or you know, in space and you're looking down and it's like, wait, it's been gay ops the entire time? Yes, it's been all gay ops. And then the bullet is like gay ops.
% sure he was diagnosed with a disorder.
Apparently, Bowblax had been using that disorder to explain why he was acting up, and led everyone to believe that he was getting help for it.
Well, not only that, he told me he was being medicated for this diagnosis. Okay, they were medicating him. He told me this disorder made him stop hating Tommy C.
Yeah, if you're only after views, people are gonna feel that. But if you genuinely play video games and post videos about it, your growth might be slow, but it's not non-existent. But it's like, would you spend 50 years to get somewhere in like fucking video game YouTube, or would you rather just spend 4 years getting a college degree and then having a happy life without like any kind of internet validation? Like this is essentially what we're talking about here, right? Yeah.
One of Bowblax's favorite bully stream targets, Tipster, the opportunity to give him a taste of his own medicine, with this message: talk all the shit you want, but I knew you were next, and I was right. Literally everything you tried to shit on me for, you did. You're a massive effing hypocrite, and I have zero sympathy for you. You're getting a taste of your own medicine, and you have no one to blame but yourself. From this
Like this is why I would rather like sit here in the dark and play some video games and do some really chill, no effort commentary. Though to be fair, I think my chill, no effort commentary is still better than like 99% of the commentaries out there. I'm sorry, this is just the truth. Okay, but like regardless, you know, I think that, you know, it's just better to chill.
This point on, things only went further downhill for Bowblax, as some old drama he was involved in would resurface and tank his reputation even further. On the 19th of September, a user on Reddit made a post highlighting some dark parts of Bowblax's time with his former gaming friend group, the Trashy Trio, reading, "The reason for posting this is to show Bowblax's current behavior is nothing new. He's always taking glee in bullying people and being two-faced. His impulses make him do terrible things to others so he can step above him." In this post, they included a number of striking claims about Bowblax.
In politics, Pisco, Erda, and Parliament in politics, 2 out of the 3 names that you named are literally boosted by Destiny. Without Destiny, they would have been incredibly, like, irrelevant. Like, completely irrelevant, basically. Like, the only reason their talents got recognized is because Destiny gave them, like, enough to, like, hang on to. And it's not because of Destiny alone. It's because like, they were already talented people, right? They were already talented people, but, you know, just because you're talented doesn't mean that you're going to be successful. None of these 3 currently associate with that. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're so right. Okay? And people get a boost off of popular people. Like, what do you want me to say? Obviously, you know, it doesn't mean that you're going to be associating with them forever, right?
And his friends bullying someone named SMT because he copied their content. Reading, "He and his friends have been harassing this person for 4 years. They made him make the video with them in hopes that they'll give him back his Twitter that they stole. They made a subreddit specific."
Like, there's probably at least, like, isn't the meme that Pyrocynical, anybody that Pyrocynical mentions will automatically get a YouTube career, right? But at the same time, it's like, do you think all these people still associate with Pyrocynical? I don't think that's the case,
to harass victims. Bowblax specifically asks if victim has a mental illness and is R-worded. While the full video that accompanies this post is beyond the scope of this video, it's clear that Bowblax and his friends definitely engaged in some serious online harassment.
Pretty sure you can hear us. Code, yes.
SMT, okay, we know that you can fucking hear us.
Okay, there we go. My headphones cut out.
SMT, shut the fuck up. No, they didn't.
Idiot.
I don't follow your point. There are new people. You said there are no people. Yes, they use Destiny's Cloud as a stepping stone, but they're okay. When I say no people, I don't mean literally 0 people per year. I will always mean like there's at least 1 person. Like I think that there's always going to be at least 1 person. But like for example, okay, for example, you have like let's just say among 100 people, you're trying to get like 10 people get famous, right? Then let's just say 10 years later, 10 people get famous, so it's still 10. Technically, 10 people become famous. It's still 10, technically. But then now, how many people are competing? 10,000 people. So 10 out of 10,000 is different from 10 out of 100, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, it is. No, they fucking didn't.
Spastic, shut up.
Okay, now answer the question then. Shut the fuck up, give us those details.
Why do you think Sam's childish? Vent your frustration. So you can finally do streams without being quiet and mental.
Yeah.
because he's actually put me through hell for the past 4 years.
Explain.
Go in detail.
Regardless of how poorly they treated, was the catalyst to me realizing something was horribly wrong. I felt very guilty.
I just want to say, like, there's no use saying, like, oh yeah, this is why I had a fucking mental breakdown, unless you're, like, actually willing to change your behavior, okay? Like, saying that you have some kind of mental illness in order to justify getting away with different things that are generally considered shitty to people is just completely and utterly useless. At the same time, you know, like, the space that Bowblax was in isn't entirely the best space for actually getting supportive friends who actually care about you, who actually want to see you get better. All I know is that his former friends are probably people who make Bowblax videos and then get tons of views on it and then get like thousands of dollars off of the video, off of ad revenue, right? And then in the end, it's just like fucking, it's like, why do you want anybody to get better at that point, right? Especially when things are algorithm and not purely subscription based. I don't know about that one. Also, it's funny how you mentioned survivorship bias, because it's literally survivorship bias that makes you, like, say these different names that manage to, like, get to the top of which you can mention them in the first place, but you kind of, like, don't realize the amount of people that's essentially been buried, right? I found my people here. Why do you guys know all these? Early day, you have blah, 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 okay? So this is early day, okay? E is for early. Fuck. This is not like... Fuck. E is for early, okay? So a black ball means they're successful, okay? However, this is current day, which is C. This is current day. There's way more people that are competing. Do you see that? There's way more people that are competing. However, the survivorship bias comes from this. This person goes on to actually present themselves, okay? You're like, holy shit! Oh my gosh! This person, it's crazy! It's crazy! Alright? So this is like what you see, but you don't see these two, okay? These people disappear. These two people disappear, right? Whatever. And then you see this. I'm just saying the competition would be tougher. That's all I'm saying. So this, you see this person, okay? You're like, holy shit, see? People can still be successful. People can still be successful. Just look at this person who managed to get successful off of this current day and age, okay? But meanwhile, you ignored the increasing amount of people. You ignored the increasing amount of people that are not represented because survivors bias, okay? That's why. So these people don't get to speak up, all these people, but the number of people who don't get to speak up is increasing, okay? Meanwhile, it's always been the same fixed number of people that's been becoming successful. It doesn't mean that people are no longer becoming successful. It means that now you have so many other people competing. All of these people are, they don't get to be part of the fucking interviews and talk shows and stuff like that, that actually gives you the impression that, oh shit, it's becoming more competitive. But you see this person right here, Dean Withers or some shit, still going on talk shows, and then you're like, oh shit, it's still possible to get successful. Well, no, because now your chances are 1 in 100, when before it was 1 in 3 or something, okay? Or something. Basically what I'm saying, the chances are like decreasing, right? That's what I'm saying. My view is never like, oh shit, wow, it's not possible anymore. No, I'm saying that back then it's obviously less competitive. You're ignoring other aspects of the fail to 2000. I'm betting 98% would fail in 2016 too. Okay, listen. If I explain this and you still don't understand, I don't know what else to do. Okay, all right.
Just in the plushie, listen, and they failed to sell enough units.
Okay, I don't actually feel bad. I don't actually feel bad for Bowblax. Okay, I think he got in during a time where it is less competitive it is less competitive to get into the game. All right, but regardless, you know, like, you know, he just kind of fucking fumbled the bag. Like, when you have a fucking like when you have a fucking AGP account, it's fucking Jover. Like, I don't know why you would ever like fucking do that. Just end it at that point. Just fucking kill it. Foods, what? What do you want? Hi, guys, if you like the content, please slap a like, okay? You know what to do. Slap a like. Okay. I think my commentary actually does better when I'm playing an intense fucking video game on the side. I know it's fucking brain rot. I have brain rot, okay? Okay, let's take a look at a quick Brian Tyler Cohen video. Let's go.